Crack one, pour one. Let's have some fun, Fight Fiends. I'm back with the MMA Husky Hustler for the Prop Fiend Show. Husky, how you doing?
Not doing too badly, sir. It's a little bit rainy here in Brisbane, Australia, but my husky just wanted to say hello.
I heard that. The dogs are barking.
If you might have heard of them. But yeah, we're ready to go, mate.
We are ready to go. Quick recap from last week. All 6 fighters that we gave out got the job done on the money line. The props didn't all hit, but they all got the win. The 2 props that stood out for me, 2 decision wins on the main card. Zahabi, Natalia Silva. We called those 2 100%.
Yeah, Zahabi pick was a really, really good one. I think I changed my pick literally after the weigh-ins when Aldo didn't make weight. And I just thought, in front of the Canadian crowd, if it goes to the judges, they're going to be looking to favor the local kid. And that's what happened. It was a good pick. Natalia Silva, I mean, wow, she looked amazing in terms of footwork, speed, crisp combinations. Against an ex-world champion too, she just made Alexa Grasso look like she was stuck in the mud. So that was really impressive.
Yeah, she could be the next champion, couldn't she?
Well, I mean, where do you go from here? I mean, she's got to have a top 5, top 3 contender now. So yeah, she's on the way.
100%. So let's get straight to it. UFC Vegas 106 at the Apex. Starting it off with the prelims, like we always do. I got an over-under prop this week. I'm going under 1.5, Camilo and Green, plus money. I think this fight has a high chance to end early. We don't know much about Camilo, but I do know he's a finisher. He has finishes on the record. I'm not taking recency bias into consideration here. His last fight went to a decision. Both guys hungry to get a UFC contract. Both high-level contenders. He's coming into this one. Green has not fought in 2 years. I think Camilo has a good chance to get a finish. Green could test him, get a submission win, maybe test the chin. I just see this one ending early. What do you think, Husky Hustler?
Yeah, look, I like it. I think Green's been 13 from 16 of his fights have not gone the distance. So the under 1.5 could be a good play there. As you mentioned, he's had 2 years off, coming down in a weight class as well. And I think he's been battling a lot of serious health issues. So the unders look good. It also covers the base. Look, if Green gets the sub or if Camilo gets that KO, you're covered either way. So yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. And I'm actually playing that one as a double bet with my main card prop. So stay tuned for that one. What do you got on the prelims here now?
Look, there's not much to talk about here. Tisha's a bit of a decisionator. I think she's had 2 from 10 of her fights. Like only 2 of them have gone within the distance. She's known to have good cardio, good output. She's still motivated. Luna looks like she may be on the way out. And if you see opportunities, whether, it's glaringly obvious or not, why not take it? So for that reason, I'm going to go with Tisha by decision to kick off the card.
I like this one. Tisha Pennington, a decision dominator. All 8 losses for her by a decision. Like you said, she's going the distance in almost every fight. Now she's fighting a girl looking to tornado together her 4th consecutive loss. We got to pick the favorite. She's looking to improve. She's looking to improve to 13-7 in the decision column. 137th day of the year. I think it's free money. Free money.
I agree.
Main card prop. Here's my under 1.5. I'm playing the unders here. Julian Erosa, Melquizael Costa, plus 125. Both finishers. I think this one ends in round 1, maybe the start of round 2. We're getting covered on the knockout submission bet on both fighters. We just need it to end early. Are you in agreement on this one?
Well, one of the long shots I was considering there was Julian Orosta by sub. So straight away, the under's looking good. But if you look at Orosta's last 5 fights, he's finished them all in the first round. So 1.5, why not? Also there, I think you've got only 5 decision wins for Costa in his last 8 fights. Only 2 have gone decision, sorry. So in the last 8, 2 of them have gone to decision. It just has violence written on it. It should be a good showing.
Yeah, violence written all over it. I'm playing the main card prop, prelim prop together. I think it's plus 400. So it's 5-1. I got a couple units on that one. Double bet. What you got going now on the main card? Looking to make money here.
Yeah, so I've got a bit of a theory. UFC likes to put established, well-known fighters against young and hungry, up-and-coming fighters. And they do that for a reason. They want to build their, I guess, their record up so that they get a bit of a name for themselves. Now, Gilbert Burns, he's a legend of the game. We all love Gilbert, but he's at the tail end of his career. So you've got Michael Morales on a 17-fight win streak. That is impressive. And the matchmakers are smart. They do these things for a reason. Look, Gilbert's aging. He's had multiple wars. His body's starting to decline. He's had a few injuries. And as they always say, Father Time is undefeated. Now, he's 2 from the last 7 in his fights. And who did he beat? He beat George Masvidal, that basically was another aged fighter on his way out, and Neil Magny. Now, you also got Burns. He's doing podcasting. And a recent comment at the press conference just sort of made me pay a little bit more attention. He said, it isn't about winning. It's about doing my best. When I hear this from aging fighters, you got to know that they're doing it for the paycheck now. With comments like that. They've worked hard. I mean, their original contracts, they probably got paid peanuts. Now that they've been established, they get paid a lot more money to keep fighting. So when I hear that, I think a bit of concern there. So I think Morales gets the KO. But look, Gilbert's a seasoned veteran. I don't see him coming out there and starching Gilbert in the first round. So just to juice those odds a little bit more, KO with round 2 start. Now, if you don't have round 2 start, you can always do 1.5.
Yeah, over 1.5. Morales KO, and it's plus money. You can double your money there. Does Dorino Burns still have it though? I don't know. He is my dog of the week, but he's looking for his 4th consecutive loss at 38. The wear and tear, you talked about it. This could be it for Gilbert Burns. But the level of competition that he has been fighting over the last 5 fights, I'm going to cut him some slack over Morales, who fought Jake Matthews. Didn't look incredible. He fought in his last fight, wasn't it Neil Magny? So people are saying, well, Gilbert Burns' last win was over Neil Magny. Well, the last fight for Morales was over Neil Magny. So he has not fought anyone at this level. I think he will get tested. He's never been in the 4th, 5th round. I'd like to see him there. He could be the real deal. He's a crisp and clean striker. I'm on the other side. Dog of the week, Gilbert Burns. Odds disrespectful. But if I'm going to take a hedge bet, it's on your main card prop here. Over 1.5 Morales KO. It's probably a changing of the guard, honestly. But I took Gilbert in his last couple fights, even against Jack Della Maddalena. I think he was winning that fight before he got knocked out. How can I not take him here at the odds that I'm seeing? Got to take Gilbert.
I think, what were the odds? 6-1, 7-1?
Yeah, just for a win, yeah.
So, look, you could be onto something there, mate. And, you know, at the end of the day, anything can and will happen inside that octagon. So why not have a go?
Main card spot 2. Gilbert's been there, done that. If he's on the way out, this will probably be his last fight, honestly. And I can't I can't say I think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think he's got it. I think he's still got it.
I
took him against
we'll
Jack
see,
Della
but
Maddalena. I took him against Jack Della Maddalena. I got to take him here. Like Michael Morales, he's not far off
yeah,
win
he was
over
looking
Max
good up
Griffin.
until so
Morales beat Max Griffin 29-28 by a decision. Very close fight. We'll see. This is a big test for Morales. He could pass it. It's a changing of the guard. We've seen it in the welterweight division. It's time. It is time. Now let's hear the value props. These are interesting. Like, wow, Paul Craig's submission. I'ma do it. You were going to do it because you sent it to me on the DM. 8-1. Everybody's gonna have a little sprinkle bet on this. Path to victory is there over a guy like Bellato. He submitted a guy like Ankalev, 1 second left in the fight. And then you look at the fight with Jamal Hill, snapped his arm, ended up being a TKO. You certainly have to sprinkle on this one. Submission bet, Paul Craig, plus 750. So, pretty good number.
yeah, look, I was considering it. I mean, you've got Paul Craig, 17 wins, 13 by submission. Some of these fights where he just turns it around, how could you not look at that as an opportunity for a long shot prop? One of the interesting ones I thought, you know what, is the fight going long or is it going to go short? It's probably going short, right?
I'm thinking round 1.
Round 1. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, round 1 or bust,
So
basically.
you've got the submission at $8.50, or you can have. That's not a bad. Yeah, I don't think it goes deep. Does anyone even?
We're kind of losing you there, the audio.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yep. Yeah, you're good now.
Must have just had a lag there.
Yeah, little lag. All good now.
So I'm not sure what you heard, but I was saying that they've got a good prop at the moment, round 1 or 2 for the submission with Paul Craig paying $10.50. So that might be something I have a look at, maybe a little sprinkle on that one.
Yeah, but I did mention round 3, the last second versus Ankalev. So you can't count him out, even with a second left.
That's true. It's very true. And hey, we got a little bit greedy last week. We had Jasmine by round 2 for the submission. She got the submission. We just didn't get the round right. So, hey, $8.50 just for the submission. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, don't get too greedy. We got to get the money. Make sure we lock it in. Like you said last week, we played it round 2 or 3 submission. Unfortunately, missed the cash in there. This week, we're going to tighten things up, and we're getting back into the win column in a big way. What's your value prop now?
So my value prop's going to be Denise Gomes, and that she gets round 2 or 3 KO. And the reason for that, just going over their records, Elise Reed, in terms of under 2.5, 3 of her 8 times has gone under the 2.5. 4 of her 8 are inside the distance. Now, in Elise Reed's losses, she's been finished every single time, and it's always on the ground. Now, we know that Denise Gomes is capable to getting her onto the ground and basically just blasting away. Now, I could have said inside the distance, submission, or KO. I mean, it is possible. Denise doesn't have a submission win on her record. She has had a few attempts in the UFC, but I just see that the KO is live, and why not have a stab at it?
Yeah, she has power on the feet. Elise Reed, her striking is a lot worse than her grappling. So I do like the knockout over the submission for Denise Gomes. At 8-1, it's definitely worth a shot here. So we brought the value.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Denise Gomes in 10 wins. 6 of those have come by KO. So, the odds are on our favor.
Yeah. Knockout. If not, it's going to be a close decision. If Elise Reed can stay in the fight. I don't know if she can, though. She is my pick. It's my least confident pick on the entire card. It could be a slimy decision. Not really sure why I picked Elise Reed. But Denise Gomes, she has so much power on the feet. So much power. And now, the $100 giveaway. The $100 giveaway on the Full Card Prediction Show. You still got time to comment your lock parlay. Chance to win $100. Put hashtag F3 plus 100 odds or above. Husky Hustler, do you got a lock parlay this week that you want to share with everybody?
I do have one for your actual competition. But I won't share that. People have to go to your video and have a look for themselves. So check out Fight Fiend. He obviously has a pretty cool promotion there. If you're able to put together a parlay and it hits and it's the highest one on the show, he will give you $100. And I can confirm that he's a man of his word because I've won that prize once before and I got $100 in my bank account. So check out his channel, guys. It's good competition. And yeah, he's got some good underdog plays this week too. So as I said, pretty ballsy, but why not?
Very ballsy. Very ballsy. So if you don't want to give out a lock parlay, you're going to save it for the comment section, Full Card Prediction Show. I will be a man of my word, and I will shave my head. I'm going to shave my head if my lock parlay doesn't hit. But if you got a parlay, give yours first.
All right, you give out yours, and I'll come up with one because I've got some good ideas.
Okay, the lock parlay for UFC Vegas 106. If it don't hit, I'm shaving the head. I'm taking 2 underdogs as locks this week. Risking it for the biscuit. A little bit ballsy. But the dogs, they are going wild. And I need to calm them down. Let's get it. Carlos Hernandez, prelims, lock of the week. Fighting a debut fighter. I can't trust him. Level of competition is horrible. Carlos Hernandez has fought this style of fighter. Undefeated, South Korean, Asian fighter. He's been there, done that. He won his last fight, split decision, dealt with the forward pressure and power. I think he can win this fight by a decision, maybe even surprise us. Get his first ever knockout in Hun Sun Park's first ever loss. Second lock of the week, another underdog, Sodiq Yusuff. Myron Santos, he lost to Francis Marshall. I had Myron Santos as my lock of the week. No bias here. I thought Francis Marshall won. We got on the right side of a split decision. This time around, he's fighting a guy too high level. 2 losses in a row or not. I think he is a better fighter. Give me Sodiq Yusuff for the win. 2 underdogs. We're going to finish it off. Put a favorite in the middle. Underdog sandwich. We could call this one here. I like Nursultan Ruzaboev. Most confident favorite on the card here. This parlay, the odds on it, 7-1 plus 600. If they don't hit, if just one fighter does not hit, I'm shaving my head. What do you think, Husky Hustler?
I think you mustn't like your hair there a little bit, mate. You put a lot of pressure on yourself.
Nope.
I think the last time you mentioned shaving your head was the Volkanovski.
Volkanovski, Jean Silva, UFC 315 locks.
Sorry, we might have just cut out there.
Yeah, we cut out a little.
That was the one, and it came good call.
Yeah, you cut out again there. Yeah, UFC
So,
315 locks.
I'll give out a parlay,
Yeah, the
as
parlay.
I like to refer to my Husky.
Let's hear it. Woo, woo.
So, look, a quick parlay for myself. Nursultan inside $2.25.
Oh, you kind of lagged a bit. Yeah, just re-say that. I think you lagged.
Apologies, mate. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, apologies, everyone.
I'll
A
just
little lag
repeat
here.
that just in case. So we've got Nursultan inside the distance.
Yeah, buddy. We got Nursultan inside the distance. And that's all what came through so far.
Okay, so then I've also got Jared Gordon and Luna Santos over 1.5 rounds
Okay.
for 225.
All right. Just for the win or just the fight over 1.5?
That's my lock. Just over 1.5.
Is it Jared Gordon to win? Just the fight over 1.5?
Just over 1.5.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot safer.
So
that's a good play.
comes
Nice
to
double up. 225 on the parlay. Jared Gordon over 1.5. Jared Gordon versus Thiago Moises over 1.5. Luana Santos, Tainara Lesboa over 1.5. Nursultan Ruzaboev inside the distance plus 125. You started the leg out, Husky Hustler, a little bit on it, so I just relayed the parlay.
Fantastic. Yep, that's correct. Love it. Double your money.
Double your money. Let's get this money. UFC Vegas 106. Ready to go here. Prop Fiend show. Likely do another show. The lag started to affect the show a little bit. So hopefully we can figure that out in the future. Maybe a better Wi-Fi on both ends. And we will be running a lot smoother. But so far, this is the second show ever.
Mate, we've got
second
pretty
live
bad
stream
weather here in Brisbane, so that
ever for me.
Affected it a little.
Yeah, because the last show there was little to no lag. This week, more lag. So the weather in Brisbane causing some problems here. But the show went pretty good for the most part. The first Prop Fiend show went terrific. Great co-host. I think we make a great duo. Now we got to deliver and get this money.
Remember, it's not just a duo. We've got this Siberian Husky involved too, mate.
Oh, yeah.
How can we go wrong?
The treble. The treble.
Triple threat.
The triple threat. Any last words before we end off the stream here, Husky Hustler? Like the live stream. Subscribe to MMA Husky Hustler and Fight Fiend Forecast. But other than that, what should they do?
I'd play it safe. This
hard
card. It's one of those cards where you could see potentially a lot of upsets. If you see a good read, go for it, but don't overextend. There's a lot of fights on this card that's literally 1-8 have a read you see that's your hit, go for that. The Husky agrees.
The Husky agrees. Have a great night. Fight Fiends and Forecasters. We'll see you for the next Prop Fiend show.
Take care, legends.